Hello, Commanders. Another round of news here on the channel with more updates from the Washington Commanders. This is Charles speaking to you. Next, let's go for another round of news from the Commanders. Always fast, objective, and very up-to-date with the team. For those who are new, subscribe, daily videos so you don't miss anything, and strengthen with a like. Like the video so I can continue posting information on the channel. Situation that arrives now. The Washington Commanders are ready to be aggressive in free agency. The franchise already had a good space in the salary cap, but now Adam Peters' coffers got even bigger. ESPN's insider Dan Graziano revealed that the NFL salary cap for 2025 will be between $277.50 and $281.5 million, a bigger increase than executives expected. This means that the Commanders will have around $82 million available, the third largest cap space in the league, behind only the Raiders and Patriots. With so much money, fans are already starting to dream of big signings, but Adam Peters will follow his strategic plan to build an even stronger team. With 29 free agents on the roster, Washington needs to make important decisions. After that, the focus will turn to strategic signings, mainly to strengthen the trenches and ensure a more balanced roster. The Commanders' trade window is open, and this may be Peters' best chance to invest heavily in the roster, while Jaden Daniels is still on his rookie contract. Washington has once again become an attractive destination in the NFL, and this may even lead to players accepting smaller contracts to play in the capital. What do you think the Commanders should do this offseason? Which positions need immediate reinforcements? Continuing with the information. The season is over, but the Commanders are still working behind the scenes to build an even more competitive team in 2025. And one name that could be on the franchise's radar is defensive tackle Milton Williams from the Philadelphia Eagles. Williams is nearing the end of his contract and has already stated that he would like to stay in Philadelphia, but only if the price is fair. Otherwise, he could seek new surroundings, and Washington could be one of the interesting destinations for the player. With one of the largest salary cap spaces in the NFL, the Commanders have money to invest and should carefully analyze all market opportunities. At just 25 years old, Williams has already shown great potential in the league. In 4 seasons with the Eagles, he accumulated 11.5 sacks and 25 tackles for loss. Solid numbers for a player who, for the most part, was not a regular starter for the team. The positive point is that Williams has been developing every year. His pressure rate on the quarterback has increased each season, which shows that he is improving and can deliver even more on a team that offers him more opportunities to play. The Commanders' defensive line already has Jonathan Allen, Darren Payne, and Johnny Newton, which could make it difficult to bring in a new DT. However, there are rumors that Allen or Payne could be traded this offseason, which would open up a spot on defense and could make Williams an interesting piece to reinforce the sector. If there is a team that can be aggressive in free agency, it is the Washington Commanders. With approximately $82 million in cap space available, GM Adam Peters has all the tools to build a strong roster and seek reinforcements at several positions. The market is just beginning, and a lot can happen in the next few weeks. The arrival of new players could change the course of the franchise and make the team even more competitive for next season. What do you think of the possible arrival of Milton Williams? Would you like to see him wearing the Commanders jersey? Do you think the team should trade Jonathan Allen or Darren Payne to make room? Rounding out today's updates, wide receiver Kupp could be available for trade, and the Washington Commanders remain among the favorites to sign him, according to sportsbooks. Should the Commanders really consider this move? Kupp is no longer a young player, but his work ethic, game intelligence, and separation ability still make him a respectable target. He could be a great piece alongside Terry McLaurin, bringing more experience and reliability to the passing attack. Plus, Washington has cap space to absorb his contract should they decide to invest in this signing. It will all depend on the compensation the Rams ask for. They shouldn't get a huge return for Kupp, but they could demand that some of his salary be taken on in the deal. This could be a favorable scenario for Washington, which is looking to give Jaden Daniels the best possible weapons to develop even more in 2025. There are a few points to be aware of. Kupp will turn 32 next season, so this would be a short-term solution. Additionally, he has had injury issues over the past 3 seasons, which could be a concern for any interested team. Even so, his production remains high, and he is still one of the best receivers in the short and intermediate areas of the field. He may have lost some of his explosiveness, but his ability to manipulate defenders and create separation remains a plus. Another important point, Cliff Kingsbury's offensive scheme seems ideal for a player like Kupp. He could fit perfectly into the offensive coordinator's concepts and become a reliable target for Daniels. According to DraftKings, Washington is listed at plus 650 to sign the wide receiver, the same price as the New England Patriots. Only the Denver Broncos and Detroit Lions are ahead in the competition. This does not mean that a trade will happen, but it reinforces that the Commanders are seen as a likely destination, especially since they need to add more talent to their receiving core. But is GM Adam Peters really considering this possibility? He has 7 draft picks and almost $80 million available to bolster the roster. If the Rams decide to release Kupp instead of trading him, it could be a different story. What we do know is that Peters will have a clear strategy. He will be aggressive, but he will also keep an eye on the future. The fans have high confidence in him, and he will certainly analyze all options before making any decisions. Whether it is Kupp or another player, one thing is certain. The Commanders need more firepower in the passing attack. Terry McLaurin is excellent, but he can't do it all alone. Washington will approach this issue with strategy and urgency, and it will be interesting to see who will be kept and who will be able to join to bolster the receiving core. What do you think about the possible arrival of Cooper Kupp? Do you think the Commanders should invest in this trade or look for another target on the market? Here's my guys. Did you like the video? Leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It's very important for us to be together. Thanks for everything. See you soon, Commanders. Leave your comments below.